So at the beginning of last year, I decided to start collecting all the stuff that I finished up to make an Empties video because I've never done one of those before and I do plow through a lot of products. And at the beginning of last year, I started finishing up some of the products that I've been using for years and years. So I just thought, you know, collect everything every year, and at the beginning of every year, I should make an Empties video. So this is my first one. I have a ton of stuff here, so I'm just gonna get started. Oh, also, I'm at Ian's house right now, so the setting's a little bit different. It's been raining, so I think the sun's gonna come in and out. It's kind of bright right now, but I think the sun's gonna come in and out, so morning, you guys. I think I'm gonna start with hair products because I just have a couple here. My hair is a little bit damp right now, actually. So the first thing I have is this right here. This is the Aveda Control Paste, and I've been using this for, well, this particular one for like 5 years, this tub. Just because I don't use that much of it. I just use a little bit, like a little swipe, not even a dime size amount. Just a little swipe. And then I just touch up my little baby hairs. I have a lot of baby hairs right here. And especially recently, now that my hair is graying rapidly, all the baby hairs, or for the most part, the white baby hairs, they all grow directly up, so it's just straight. They're all wiry. So what I do is I take a little bit of this and I just kind of comb it or brush it down so I don't have to pull them out or dye them or anything like that. So yeah, it just kind of keeps everything laying flat. I finished this earlier last year, so I started using a different cream. I'm currently using one from Aesop, and Ian and I share that one, so I will probably finish that pretty soon. But yeah, this tub lasts me like 5 years. The next product is this right here. So I always use a leave-in hair treatment. I only use two things after I wash my hair. I use one of these to flatten the strays, and then one of these to kind of really seal in the ends and make the ends of my hair healthy. So since I've been doing that, my hair has been growing a lot faster, a lot less breakage. It's just a lot easier to manage. So I usually always get it's a 10 every year, and this one day I stopped by CVS because I needed to get this, and then I picked it up, and it was from It 12-in-1, or It Hair Care. And it was funny because I remember using a gel from this brand when I was in high school, and I totally, because of the packaging, it looks just like It's a 10 packaging. I just grabbed it, paid for it, and then I realized it was a lot cheaper, and then when I got home I realized it was not from It's a 10. It's from like a completely knockoff brand, but it worked just as well. So yeah, I actually went through 2 tubes of this, or 2 bottles of this. It's good for heat protection too, but I don't use it for that because I never blow dry or straighten my hair or anything like that. I just let it air dry. I guess the next could be body care. So I have this is Cremo Cream. It's a shaving cream that I've been using for 3 years now. I've gone through a tub of this, or a tube of this, every year. So this tube lasts me a whole year. So whenever I buy shaving cans or cans of shaving cream, I'll plow through them in like 3 months or so. And the thing is, I always load up on a lot of product, and then my friend Catherine told me about Cremo Cream, and she showed me this little video, which I'll try to have linked down below. But she showed me this video that was very artfully done. It was a beautiful video, but it's about how shaving cream in aerosol cans is just I don't know, like landfill, and it's just waste, whereas this, you just use an almond sized amount, and then if you want it to be slippier, you just add a little bit more water and it creates a more slippery surface, so your razor can glide right across, so there's less nicks, less razor burns, which I haven't been experiencing since using this. And then also, because of how slippery this product is, the razors that I've been using, I haven't been replacing as much just because they glide right across. So I mean, it's a win-win. You save on razors and you save on shaving cream, so it's awesome. I highly recommend this. It's about like $8, and you can get them at like CVS, just about anywhere. And I've seen them in really cool little like hip boutiques too, so Cremo Cream. And they're out of Laguna Beach, which is awesome. I finished a ton of things from First Aid Beauty. I finished like 4 of these because I use them as body lotion. This is the Ultra Repair Cream, but I didn't want to save all the containers since it's going to be kind of redundant, so I saved 1. This stuff is like a souffle when you apply it, or like it feels so nice and whipped, and it's just very light, and it makes it for a good hand cream too, so I use this as a hand cream, or the travel size as a hand cream. I have it in my purse usually. And I just really like it because as soon as you apply it, it doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. It's good for sensitive skin. It's good for people who have eczema, or ultra dry skin. I like rubbing it in my feet and my hands and like just all over. I plow through these like crazy, and my sister really likes it too, and she has like, what is it called? I think it's psoriasis, where you have like patches of dry bits and stuff, and she's like, this is the only thing that can save her skin. But yeah, I really like this. I think this is the best product from First Aid Beauty for sure. Hands down my favorite. And then I have this, which is the Ultra Repair Wash. So this doesn't smell like anything. It is actually fragrance free to me. It doesn't smell like anything at all. So that's the only thing. Whenever I wash my body, I like to have a little bit of a fragrance. I can smell the dirt going away. I don't know what it is. But when it comes to my lotion, I don't really like a strong scent. When I first got it, I thought it was a face wash, so I used it as a face wash, and it worked perfectly fine. It was super nice and gentle. It didn't like make my skin dry or anything. So I think it's really good as a face wash, but as a body wash, I think it's just a little bit pricey for a small tube like this. So as a face wash, I would repurchase this. As a body wash, I wouldn't. So I've actually gone through 2 tubs of this, and I'm working on another one. This is the Ultra Repair Ultra Firm Sleeping Cream. And it's a super thick lotion that I apply on just a really nice thick layer of, and it sinks right in. My skin just like drinks it up. And I remember Estee talking about this, and that's why I got really into it. She said it was like giving your skin a nice drink of water, and I absolutely agree. I can't get enough of this stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna keep using this. And then I have the Facial Radiance Pads, which exfoliates, tones, and brightens your skin. And it actually comes in a bigger container than this. I think this is the smaller size, but I think this was a little bit too harsh for me. Like, it felt like little spikes on my skin. I don't know what it was, but I remember the first time around when I tried it out, it wasn't that bad. And then I think it's because just recently I've been testing out so many products, so maybe my skin's a little bit more sensitive now. But I know that a lot of people on YouTube swear by this and they love this, so I don't know, maybe I'll give it a go, but not anytime soon. And then I have this from Coco Veets. I've actually gone through a couple of these. So I got the bigger container like ages and ages ago, and then I forgot about this brand for a little while, and then I went to Anthropology and saw it there. This is Coco Veet Coconut Oil. So it's a moisturizer, hair mask, makeup remover, shaving balm, and wrinkle reducer. And it's supposed to last 2 years. It's 100% organic coconut oil imported from India. It's cold pressed. There's no heat applied. The coconuts aren't dried out or anything. As soon as the coconuts fall, I believe they extract the oils, or they cold press the oils immediately, like within the day that it falls down from the tree. So it's super fresh, and you can tell like right when you smell it too. It's unlike any other coconut oil that I've ever tried. Because I remember buying a really expensive coconut oil from Whole Foods thinking that it'll make up for this, because this is pretty expensive for the volume. And then I tried it out and I just didn't like it, so I gave it away. I gave it to someone who would actually use it. But yeah, this is definitely worth the investment. It really thoroughly penetrates into your skin and nourishes it. A lot of other coconut oil I have a problem with because it leaves these like, it's almost like a white chalky mask on your skin or film on your skin. This doesn't do that. And I know they make like a bunch of other products too, which I'm dying to try out, but I really like this, so I definitely will repurchase this soon. So next I have this Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer with sunscreen SPF 15. I think while I was even using this on YouTube, I said that I wouldn't repurchase this. I'm just using it to use it up. This is such a huge bottle. Like, I think if you're gonna make a face moisturizer or like a cream or whatever, or if I go out and buy one, I definitely won't buy one that's this big. This is 4 fluid ounces. I get that you're supposed to use like, I think 1/4 teaspoon worth of sunscreen, but that will last you forever. And this actually started, there's an expiration date on this, and I was like, oh crap. So then I started using a ton, like towards the end, like towards the last month, I started using it all over my body. So I was able to use it up before it expired. But I wouldn't repurchase it again just because I would feel pressured to use it quickly. The smell of it was nice. I did like it. It did absorb thoroughly. It didn't leave my skin feeling greasy or like a white cast or anything like that. It gave it a nice like primed finish basically for whatever I put on top. So I like it, but I won't repurchase it. So I bought the Sure More eyelash curler like a couple years ago, and I've been buying it for the past like 10 years or so. But this came as a sample in the package, and this was a couple years ago. And I remember being like, what is this? Like, I didn't understand the concept of a face oil. So I put it away for a while, and then I pulled it back out and I started using it. And face oils are like ridiculously hard to finish in my opinion. Like, a little goes a long way. So this thing lasts me like at least a year and a half when I started using it. I didn't use it every day, obviously, but I would use it to do like facial massages or like, I don't know, every time I like remove like waterproof mascara, which I don't wear that often. So I really like this, definitely gonna repurchase it, but I saw that when I went to look to repurchase it, it came in this huge ass size. So I might be wrong, it might come in a smaller size, but if you guys know, let me know, or if there's any good like comparable oils to this, let me know too, because this is a good size. A little bit bigger would be a good size too, but the size that I saw was just massive. Okay, so obviously I went through a ton of Glossier stuff. I actually finished the whole phase 1 set back when it didn't come with the face wash, and then I threw it out, and then I decided to start filming these. So I went through 2 of these. This is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser Conditioning Face Wash. I mean, everyone loves this stuff. Nice and gentle, it's totally non-offensive, it's a great gift. It's nice packaging. I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's nice and hydrating. It doesn't dry out my skin. Sometimes whenever I use like a really harsh face wash, then I'll get like little dry patches up here. This is great. I really like it. I have no complaints. And then the Soothing Face Mist, I've gone through a couple of these. The writing's all worn off and everything. I really like it for setting my makeup and like putting it on right before I put on my foundation too, just to blend out my foundation easier. No complaints about this either. I have a lot of backups. As well as the Milky Jelly Cleanser, I have backups of that too. The Perfecting Skin Tint is great. So I've gone through so many of these. This is probably like my 3rd bottle, but I have like 2 backups waiting for me. This is the shade Medium. I like to wear the shade Medium because it brightens up my skin a little bit. So because of this, I stopped wearing thick foundation, and even when I do have like a nice heavier foundation, I'll cut it with an oil just because I really like the look of like your freckles shining through, your little scars shining through, or like little imperfections shining through, because it makes you more human. Because of this, I've been embracing my skin a lot more, so I really like it. And then we have the Priming Moisturizer. I think almost everyone likes this. Like everyone that I've seen on YouTube like loves this stuff, and I really like it too. The only thing is that during the winter, my skin's like a little bit more dry, so I need to layer up on a little bit more of this stuff. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just that like during the summer it's great. During the winter I need something heavier. So I heard that they're coming out with a heavier cream, so I can't wait for that to come out. It doesn't smell like anything, so that's great for someone who's sensitive to fragrance. And the packaging is beautiful as well. Alright, Boy Brow. So I've only gone through 2 of these, oddly enough. So I really like this. I use the color black. They say to go with the color of your hair, and then I actually have to use a color underneath. I know a lot of girls don't, like Caitlin doesn't have to. If you already have really good brows, you don't have to use a color underneath, but I use like a pencil or like brow pomade or brow powder underneath, and then I comb it through with this stuff, and it makes my hairs look very natural. So if I do leave the house and I don't want to wear any makeup, then I will use this on its own. I'll never leave the house without putting on the Boy Brow, so it's like my holy grail. It's something that I'll always have in my makeup bag, and I always have backups of these too, so I'll never be without Boy Brow. Speaking of brows, this Hourglass God, what is this called? A brow pencil? No, brow sculptor. Brow sculpting pencil in dark brunette. It comes with like a spoolie on one end and then the brow pencil on the other end, and it's like a little bit angled. It's really easy to apply. The only thing is that my little brow part kind of broke off. So that was really, I mean, that was a bummer, but oh, I still have a little bit of product left. It's just kind of getting towards the end. That was like a huge bummer, so I don't think I would repurchase this again. But I also heard that I applied it wrong. Like instead of doing really long streaks, which causes the pencil to break over time, you're supposed to actually use, like when they did, the makeup artist did my makeup, she used these little tiny, just like little tiny like strokes. It was almost like she was drawing little like individual hairs, and I think that's the proper way to do it. I don't know, maybe if I did it that way it wouldn't break. It's really nice and luxurious, the weight of it and everything. I did plow through it really quickly though, so I mean I liked it enough to finish it, and oftentimes when I don't really like something I'll rehome it. So I think I like this enough. I'm gonna give it another shot like sometime soon. This I got for, I think for Christmas. My friend Julia gave this to me. This is the Sugar Lip Treatment in the color Berry, and it has SPF 15 in it. It smells phenomenal. It just smells amazing. And it has a little bit of a tint to it too, so you can actually put it on your cheeks and blend it out, and it's a really nice natural flush. I really like this. I think it's a little bit too expensive for what it is, and I plow through them really quickly too. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing this, but it is a really nice luxurious product. So if someone gave it to me as a gift, like they have these little mini sets, I would love it. I mean, I would totally use that up. This Giorgio Armani Mistro blush, Fusion blush, and it comes in like this little dropper thing like that. It's all dried out now, but it's a little dropper like this. And then yeah, the color I have is, I think it's 500. Yeah, 500. And what you do is, it's basically like a blush oil. You shake it up and then you put like a drop on the back of your hand, and then you blend it into your cheeks, and it gives you this really nice natural flush. So I remember I went to Sephora. This is around like $50 or $60. I went to Sephora and I saw this and I was like, ooh, and I love blush. So then I went up to it and I tried it out and applied it on and everything. I saw the price tag and I'm like, no, I can't get that for myself right now. So then I left, and then the entire day, every time I saw myself in a mirror anywhere, even at the end of the night, I was just like, wow, like that blush looks really nice and healthy and natural. So I eventually went back and got it. And then I felt so guilty about spending that much money on one product, one makeup product, that I went and, I mean, it doesn't benefit your skin in any way. If it's something like a foundation or like a BB cream or like a face cream or something that adds benefits to your skin, then I would buy that. But for a blush, it doesn't do anything really to like benefit you. So for a makeup item, that much money for just one like color, I felt really guilty about it. So what I did was I bought little amber bottles, like little tiny amber bottles from Mother's Market, and then I started spreading it out or distributing it. So like my cousins and like my sisters got one. So I did split this product up, so I had like a little bit left, but it still ended up lasting me like about a year. So I would say it's worth the money. I feel like it would go bad before I finished it because it says 12 months. Yeah, 12 months, 1 year. So yeah, I definitely think I wouldn't be able to finish it if I didn't do that. So I wouldn't repurchase this again. I still feel bad about the price tag. It's such an awesome product and it's so beautiful, but they need to make it, I mean, half the size and half the price, in my opinion. And then the last thing I have here is this set. I think it's called the Renewal Set from Tatcha, and it's these little travel size products from Tatcha, and it's, I believe it's all the popular items or like the most used items. So I really like this set. I'm definitely going to repurchase it as soon as I use like the products that I have now. This would be great if I brought this to like Asia, because when I was there, I just bought one cleanser and then my skin got really dried out from that cleanser. So that sucked, but this is really nice and gentle, and it's like a cleansing oil. So this is the Pure One-Step Cleansing Oil. And it's great because I just put a pump on dry skin, put it all over my face, and then I rinse off the oil. It turns into this like milky substance. I rinse off the oil. There's still a little bit of like an oily finish to it. So then I put on this, which is the Polished Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. And what it does is, so you put a little bit in your hand and you put a little bit of water in there, and it turns into this like little, very small grains. So it's super gentle. And then you just rub it in and it just takes off all the oil that's left behind without stripping your skin. So it's not too abrasive or anything like that too. And then I follow it with a Tatcha Radiant Brightening Serum. This I probably wouldn't repurchase just because it didn't really blow my mind or anything like that. Like these two items blew my mind. And the one item that actually like I went nuts over is this, which is the last step, which is the cream. It just, oh, it still smells so good. It smells amazing. This is my favorite step. I finished this first. It's the size of an eye cream really, but yeah, the travel size is really cute. I finished this one first just because I liked it so much and my skin just drank it up, and my skin like immediately after using it for the first time, I woke up with like the most bright skin, and I've never felt so confident in my skin. And because I started this routine of like the 4 steps, I became more comfortable with the Korean skincare, like 10-step regimen. So I really like this. I would totally repurchase it again. I just have so many things to go through, but I think for travel, this is great. So if they still have the products available online, I'll definitely link you guys through. But the star product is this right here, which is the Supple Moisture Rich Silk Cream. My second favorite would be the oil and then the rice powder. These two together are amazing. The serum didn't blow me away or anything, or maybe you have to use it for a longer period of time to actually see a difference, but I I wasn't really blown away by it. I guess that's about it. That's everything. So if you guys have any questions about any of the products that I finished up, please let me know. And I'll have everything linked down below as well, so you guys can like click through and read about everything. I'm really excited because I can finally just recycle all these things and get them out of the way and kind of like, it's like a weight off my shoulders. It's great. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.